Hello, good day viewers. You are welcome to Shamsuddin's class. In this tutorial, I'm going to be introducing you on how to simplify a sword. Ever since I grew up, I used to believe that sword is something that have to deal with trial and error. Less recently, that I came to realize that it is no more trial and error. It's something that you can actually solve. Anytime you want to simplify sword, a sword can be simplified, or a sword is only possible to be simplified if you have a perfect square multiplying a non-perfect square number. That is when you'll be able to simplify it. For instance, we have a question here before us where they say we should find or we should simplify root 6. If we actually want to simplify root 6, we should think of a perfect square number that will multiply a non-perfect square number so that we'll be able to get 6. Let's check. Is that possible? You go this way. Put root. So after you write your 6 like this, then I will now write 2 here since 6 can divide 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Then I will now write 3 here, then 1. Now if you check, this is 2 times 3. This is 2, not a perfect square number. This is 3, and 3 is not also a perfect square number. So therefore, root 6 is already in its simplified form as far as sword is concerned. Root 10 can be simplified this way. Put 10, 2 can divide, I put 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 5, then 1. This is 2 times 5, 1. What do you observe? 2 is not a perfect square number. 5 is not a perfect square number. So root 10 is already in its simplified form. Now, let's come to solve this number 3. If we actually want to solve this number 3, before, how I used to know is that that's how we keep on multiplying a perfect square number with another number, a perfect square number with another number until when we get this. But don't worry, in this case, we go with it this way. 2, 4, 3. From this 2, 4, 3, if we observe this number end with 3, it means 2 cannot divide this number. How do we know if 3 can divide a number? Is by adding the numbers, that's individual number, then check its sum. If it is divisible by 3, then 3 can divide this number. What I'm saying in essence is that this is 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. Actually, 3 can divide 9. Then 3 can divide this number. Now I put my 3 here. 3 into impossible. 3 into 3 in 24. How many 3 can I get in 24? I'm getting 8. 8 3 in 24. Then 3 in 3 is 1. If you observe, this is 81. And this is 3. Remember, I divide 243 to get 3. Now that I get 81, and I know that 81 is a perfect square number. So I will now have the belief that 81 times 3 is 243. And this, according to multiplication law, if you have 81 times 3 inside a square root like this, you can separate it like this, times root 3. Now, root 81 is 9 times root 3, which make it to be 9 root 3. I hope you are getting me. Now, let us solve the last question here, 320. Don't forget, it is not a try and error again. It is something that we can actually solve. Now, for root of 320, how do we simplify that? Is by going it this way. 320. 2 can divide since it ends with 0, because any number that ends with an even number or 0, 2 can actually divide that number. So I put my 2 here. You can see I'm solving without calculator. 2 in 3 is 1, remainder 1. Now give that one to this 2 so that it becomes 12. 2 in 12 is 6. 2 cannot go in 0. I add my 0. Now check. 160 is not a perfect square number. So we go again by putting our 2. 2 in 6. 2 in 16, sorry. 2 in 16 is 8. Then 2 cannot divide the, sorry. 2 in 16 is 8. Then this 0, bring it down. Still not a perfect square number yet. Now put my 2. 2 in 80. 2 in 8 is 4. Then bring this 0 down. Then 40 divided by this is what? 20. Then 2. Then this is 10. Can actually go. I put my 2 here. Then 10 divided by 2 is 5. Then 5 and 1. Now don't get confused. If you observe, remember, you can only be able to get a perfect square number when you multiply a number and that number. For example, 2 times 2 is 4. 4 is a perfect square, and the square root of 4 is 2. So by this, we have this and this and this, then this and this. This is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. This is 4, and this is 4 actually. Then this is 5. If I want to split 320 now, if I want to split 320, I can also rewrite it as 4 times 4 times 4 times 5. Now, the reason why I have this 4 times 4 times 4, because I know that 4 is a perfect square, 4 is a perfect square, 4 is also a perfect square, but 5 is not a perfect square. But in a real sense, I have simplified it in such a way that it makes it very easy for me to get the actual answer in short form. So this is 2 times 2 times 2, then times root of 5. I'm very sorry I skipped a step because I'm supposed to bring this out, but because of the space I don't have to leave it like this. So this is 2 times 2 is 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So I have 8 root 5 as my answer here. 8 then root of 5. Thank you very much. If you find this video helpful, please help me by pressing the like button, share and subscribe.